Welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is the Murdy number 3 Tavel Cut Folio Deep Dive. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's M-U-R-D-Y creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us to keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. All right, so I am so excited to do this podcast. The number 3 Tavel Cut Folio has been a personal favorite of mine since we launched it. It is our most versatile design. It is one of our most popular designs, and frankly, it is one of the designs that I'm the most proud of from a developmental standpoint. So, to go back in history, the first version of the Murdy Creative Co. number 3 Tavel Cut Folio was launched November 1st of 2019. We had, I think, a 3-week pre-sale beforehand. It sold pretty well in pre-sale, and then it went live in November. We'd had a couple of people before that who'd actually requested something in the smaller folio category. They really liked the size of the executive cut. They liked the functionality, but they wanted something that could be a little easier to carry, or maybe something you could put in a purse. And so that had been a request. And knowing that I wanted to expand that line, I was really excited to get down to the brass tacks of designing this. So I had spent a lot of time working on developing the design, and this is the second generation of it, but this is the size and design that we came up with. Now, it was, from the beginning, always going to be the most versatile of our designs. Just the nature of what it was, the nature of the size, the style of design, it was going to be our most versatile design. And it still is to this day. For reference, the things that can fit into this design are all of these. All of these different books, journals, and inserts can be used inside the Tavel Cut Folio, and it is fantastic for something where you're not 100% sure what the best use case will be. If you're looking for the most bang for your buck, if you're looking for something that will be the thing that you can change out and reuse and relay out and all of those things, the Tavel Cut's the right choice. And I'll go into more details about why. But first, let's cover some of the specifics of the next kind of generation. So we originally launched the first Tavel Cut journal. It had, Tavel Cut Folio, I should say, and it had posts the same way our executive cut of that time did as well. It launched, it went well. The first couple of months went great. And then in May of 2020, I had gone on that vacation that I talked about, and I really thought through a real overhaul of the entire product line. And one of the things I wanted to overhaul was specifically the Tavel Cut and the Executive Cut Folio to incorporate a new tab locking design that we had come up with. The concept of using the tab lockings had a lot of advantages to it. One, it was a far more stable and more sturdy seam than the posts. We'd had a couple of reports from people who their posts had fallen out. And initially, we'd changed some of the way we did things to help make sure that didn't happen. But overall, it was an imperfect solution. So the tab locking was the logical next step. The other advantage that I'd wanted to do was the removal of the metal posts also cut out that entire component from the design itself, which made for a much more sustainable, much more reliable design. And it was really exciting to be able to kind of expose, to really play out the interlocking, tab locking design that we had prototyped and we'd kind of launched initially with the koozie. That was the first proof of concept in the market for us, and this was essentially the expansion of that in a very big way. So the second iteration came around in August, I believe, of last year. We did an overhaul of both the executive and the Tavel Cut at the same time, and we launched the new tab locking design that you see here. Now, the tab locking is itself beautiful and functional, and it really does allow for a more expansive pocket. So the pocket can stretch and you can stuff more stuff into it, which is nice overall. But functionally, it also serves as a way to simply repair it if for whatever reason it had to be sent back to us to be repaired or to be refurbished or to have, some spa treatment done to it. It'd be very easy to properly fix it and repair it. So what was the target of the executive for the Tavel Cut Folio? The Tavel Cut Folio was designed initially around a mini legal pad, and the first version of the design had that mini legal pad bolted to the top with a 2 top hole punch. Now, this had a problem, for those of you who can spot the problem. It's not common that people have 2-hole punches. So it was something where we had to stock the replacements and the inserts ourselves, and they were kind of proprietary, which defeats some of the purpose. They weren't actually proprietary. The top 2-hole punch was just a regular legal Page 2-hole punch. So it was something that you could have found at Staples if you wanted, but it was a design that I never really thought was... It was something that I thought was good at the time, but as time went on, I realized I wanted to come up with something else. So the advantage of the Tavel Cut was that it allowed for us to have a slit in the cover, in that back cover, because of the nature of it. That was a side effect of the size of it overall. The Executive Cut, we couldn't really do that initially. We've done that with a modular panel since, but we couldn't have that fold over panel that you see behind the current legal pad because the leather, when it was unfolded, was too large. So the Tavel Cut itself actually has 4 pockets in total. It's got a pocket along the spine and a pocket along the spine behind the buffalo pad, as well as a very easy to access pocket on the left side when it's laying flat, and then another full pocket that is in the front when it's laying flat on the right side. Now, that full pocket specifically was designed to have a book slid in the back panel, I should say, the back cover of a book slid into it to allow for it to hold books. So the legal pad was the first kind of target, and we created a slide-in pocket in the second iteration with the tab locking. And then we also had the hope to be able to have the back pocket or the back panel of a regular notebook fit in it. We knew we wanted to go for the A5 design. One of the things that's in the long-term strategy is to launch internationally in Europe and elsewhere, and they all use metric cut. So being able to have something that could fit into that metric world was going to be key. And so the design overall is designed to fit A5 inserts. Now, for some of the basic inserts, we've got the Moleskin reporter's pads. These actually are able to slide in the top, and they fit from the top down. So they slide in the same way that the legal pad slides in the second generation. We have the traditional A5 insert notebook that is able to slide in. This is just a classic kind of Leuchtturm, and we sell those on the website as an insert option. It actually also fits a spiral notebook. It is the only design of the Murdy Creative company that fits a spiral notebook, and it does have a lot of advantages in that it does lay flat nicely in the book. One of the things about the spiral notebook, I should say, is that you do need to fit the pen inside the spine. It doesn't fit in the spine notch that's designed for it while you have the spiral notebook in it because the spirals get in the way. It can fit other brands that we don't sell, things like the classic Rhodia Gold book, and it can fit the 400-page Moleskin. Now, for those of you who notice, Moleskin is actually narrower than a metric cut journal. So a metric cut A5 is 5.75 inches wide by 8 by a quarter, so 8 1/4 tall. Moleskin's actually 5 inches wide by 8 1/4. So there's really a 3/4 inch difference, or 3/4 inch difference between the metric and the Moleskin size. However, you can fit the 400-page Moleskin insert inside this because it's designed to have a wider spine. You can also fit the Piccadilly inserts, the sketchbook inserts that we use with our metric cuts as a standard in those as well. It's a little tighter because they're just a little bit thicker because of their robust, heavy cover, but they're great. The other advantage that we had specifically designed with these internal privacy pockets, is what we call them, is that you can fit tablets in them. This is a iPad mini. The iPad mini will fit inside the front privacy pocket, no problem. And it was specifically designed to hold tablets that are up to really 8.75 by 5.75 comfortably. Theoretically, I wouldn't try it, but theoretically you probably could fit slightly larger than those dimensions. It wasn't really designed for that. It was really designed around the classic 8.75 by 5.75 insert for tablets. It can fit a regular size piece of printer paper folded in half in any of the pockets, which is nice. And it also can work with the craft little sewn seam edges inserts that are just the little cheap ones that people will use. And you can fit a bunch of those in this, actually. You can fit one in several pockets. So realistically speaking, this particular design was really supposed to be, and it is, the best all-around. You want a journal, you want a book for work, you want a spiral notebook, you want an art book, you want to have a legal pad for scratching notes. It is that specific design. It is perfect for the size. It is very, very, very easy to carry. It fits in most wallets, or I should say most purses comfortably, depending on the size. As you can see on this example, we've got an example name on the cover, as well as an example of what the names look like on the inside cover. So it does have that. It also has the business card holder slot on the inside, the same as the executive cut. So it's got a lot of advantages, and it's very, very capable of being a good all-around option. This particular version is an espresso. I personally use the onyx color myself, but we have this available in all of our colors, and it is really, honestly, kind of the best deal. One of the things that I think is important overall for this design is that you can really stuff it very full. So unlike our journal line, which is really designed about that minimalist kind of very compact design, this one was specifically designed to fit a ton of things in it. You can put craft notebooks on the inside covers. You can put stacks of paper, put inside the pockets. You can put a full-size spiral notebook inside it. So there's a lot of capability as far as holding a lot, and it can get really thick. One of the things to note, though, is that it does have, by nature, thicker covers. It's designed to be one of our kind of our hard covers, the way we have our executive cut as well. It's not truly hard covers, as in like you can't really knock on it and it makes sound, but it is designed to have a much more hardcover-esque design. Because of that, it does have a lot. It is a lot thicker. So if you got a really tight space you're trying to fit it into, or something, the number 2 journals may be a better fit for that particular use case. But in general, I think this is a great one. It's very robust. It will outlast all of us. It is a great design, and I'm very proud of it. It is available on our website under the folio section. We have both our executive and our travel cut folios there, and we're really, really excited to see what this one will do. It has been in our top 5 sellers, I think, since the day it launched. It has always been a very popular design, and it will be the one that I think will always be a really core part of our product line. So if you're interested in getting something that is going to last you a long time, is going to be a great versatile option that's going to really be able to fit your needs no matter what they how they change over time and what they become, the Tavel Cut Folio is a great option. You can get it today on our website, murdycreative.co/folios, or if you go onto the main landing page of our website, it should be available there on the main landing page under our favorites, and you can check it out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out our podcast every Tuesdays and Thursdays. We do a lot of these stuff. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell, to get notified when we launch new ones. We talk a lot about good things and a lot of cool ideas and things that are behind the scenes. So if you're new to the podcast, definitely leave that subscription so that you can get notified. Also, if you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, or folio, feel free to reach out to us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co. You can contact us via Instagram or email. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. We'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. We do appreciate your patience. If you have a quick question that you just need answered, or you want to change something, or you misspelled your engraving, something like that, feel free to give us a phone call, 414-434-9001. You can also text to that number, 414-434-9001. We're available from Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. And if we're not available during that time, or you call us after hours, feel free to leave us a voicemail. We'll do our best to get back to you as soon as we can. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Both a review on the podcast, whatever app you're listening on, or leave a nice review in the comments below on the podcast if you're listening on YouTube. Or you can also leave us a good review on the product. You go to murdycreative.co/reviews. There's a button there that says leave us a good review. You click on that, that'll take you to facebook.com/murdycreative.co/reviews, and you can leave a review there. We use Facebook because they're a great third party. Make sure that we're not making it up. On the website, on the reviews page, you can also read all of those amazing reviews that people have left us. They're very encouraging. We read them all. We love them all. If for whatever reason you have a bad experience and you'd leave a bad review, please give us an opportunity to fix it. We really mean that. There's a button on that website or on that page that leads you right to us. It gets you in contact with us. Give us an opportunity to make it right. We stand by all of our products. We mean to do the best we can. So we really want to take every opportunity that we can to fix things if there are problems. So just reach out to us. We'll make it right. If you want to share the community with your friends, your family, share the podcast. It really helps us there. But also, if you want to share the product or the company, go to the main page of our website. Click log in at the top. All you need is an email and a password. That'll create a profile for you. You can then go and get 5% back on any purchase you make as in-store credit. Then you can also get, if you click on the rewards tab in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a shareable link. That shareable link, if you share it with your friends and family and they make a purchase, they'll get $5 off their first purchase, and you get $5 of in-store credit. So it's a great way to share the company. It really helps us, really helps you guys, and we are thrilled for everyone who makes a referral. It really helps us. If you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, you want to ask questions about the Tavel Cut, leave them in the comments below. You can send us an email as well. We love answering questions. I want this to be a back and forth. I want you guys to have an opportunity to share your thoughts and feelings with us. So reach out to us, send us an email or anything like that, and we'll do our best to talk about podcast topics. If you're looking for multiple binders for gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, ask about our book discounts. Our book discounts apply to everything we sell, not just our binders. So all it is a minimum order quantity of 5, and that can be 5 of one thing or 1 of 5 things. It's just based off of your total cart quantity, so you can mix and match and build that perfect bundle for yourself. You get the discounts if you want to send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. That's sales@murdycreative.co. Ask about the bulk discount, mention the number you're going to order, and we'll be able to create that code for you. We also do custom engraving on all of our product lines. So if you want to get your name or your signature or your logo or something like that, if it's just a basic name, just regular text, you can go do that on our main page or on the product page itself. But if you want to get something a little fancier, maybe a custom font, your logo or anything like that, send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. Include that image, that logo, that signature, and mention which product you're interested in getting as well as the quantity. If it is more than one, and then we can get you the bulk discounts. We have no minimum order quantities though for custom orders. You can get just one, and that's totally fine. There's no setup fee. It's just a flat fee of usually $15, maybe a little bit more if it's a really big or unique engraving that's a little complicated. But normally it's $15 for just a regular engraving. So it's not that expensive. It's just a great way to get that extra personal touch. So definitely ask about that, sales@murdycreative.co if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.